Hey Miraculous fans, Crystal here, and have you guys noticed that when it comes to watching season 1, no one can agree on the order of the episodes? Like, it should be simple, right? In all shows, each episode has an episode number. Yeah, if only it were that simple. So to start off, for a long time, I already knew this little fun fact, which I'll share now. Everyone knows episode 1 is stormy weather, right? Well, apparently, when the show first aired in the US, they actually aired Bubbler as episode 1 instead. So I guess some US fans might think of that as the first episode. Which, okay, that's fine. So they just switched the first 2 episodes around, right? I mean, the first episode isn't much of an introduction anyway, so you can switch those 2 and no one would know the difference unless told otherwise. Cool, no problem. Except it's not just that. See, the thing that really inspired me to make this video is that I recently started rewatching from season 1, and when I did, I watched the episodes on YouTube. And in doing so, I saw the episodes listed in an order that seemed very strange to me. Like, here's a screenshot of the start and end of that order to get a glimpse at what I saw. And I was like, what the heck? In what universe is Evillustrator episode 2? Since when is Bubbler episode 9? Or Pharaoh all the way at episode 15, when I've always remembered it being way earlier? Not to mention Origins wasn't even at the end. I thought, this order seems really weird. And no, it's not just the YouTube playlist being messed up, because they actually say numbers in the thumbnails, as you'll see in this screenshot I took. And these episodes are on the official Miraculous YouTube channel with these thumbnails, with those numbers in them. So does that mean this order is the true order and I had it all wrong in my head? Well, no, but sort of yes. You see, this order that I discovered on the official YouTube channel matches an order shown on the Miraculous Wiki, which is this order seen on screen here. This is vastly different from the order I'm used to. For context, the order I've always been used to is this one, now on screen here. Feel free to pause and look at the differences. This is what I thought was the official order. So what happened for me to get that order? Well, let me explain. The order I'm used to, I originally got it from Wikipedia's list of episodes. And it is technically correct too, just in a different way. The order on screen now is going by the original French air dates, while the order on the Miraculous Wiki and the official YouTube channel are using episode numbers based on production code. Well, which one is right? I would have said the order by the French air date is right. I mean, that's when they first released the episodes. Production order just means what order they made them, and shows make episodes out of order all the time, so why should that matter? A little problem is, on the Miraculous Wiki, there's a note above this episode list by production order saying that Thomas Astruc said that this order is the most correct, and the source next to it links to a tweet he made saying production order is closest to the order of events in the show. So does this mean I was wrong? Well, no, because the Miraculous Wiki also has a different note saying that Thomas Astruc said that Origins was intended to be watched after season 1, after Volpina, which is what I always thought. But this contradicts his other statement, because in his precious production order, it puts Origins before Antibug, Kung Fu, and Volpina? And we all know that looks wrong as hell. Then again, if we were talking about chronological order, Origins would be first and before Stormy Weather due to it being a prequel. Origin story takes place before everything else, but I digress. But that note that says that he said Origins comes after the rest of season 1, its source links to yet another tweet, which we usually take as being official or confirmation of stuff. But we can't if they contradict each other. And this is the problem with trying to get official information about Miraculous. The fandom acts like Thomas Astruc is our god and his word is law, and everything he says or tweets is official. And that's all well and good, considering he's pretty much the main guy in charge of the show. So with most shows, if the main writer or producer or whatever posts something on social media saying that something is canon or something is not canon or whatever, then we usually take it as fact. But that idea doesn't work if he's been shown to contradict himself. These two statements can't both be true. Look, at the end of the day, none of this really matters. It's just season 1, and you can watch it in any order you want. Personally, I am going to stick with this order on screen, which is the order by French air dates, because it's what I'm used to. But if you want to use the other order, because many lists consider it official, go ahead, that's fine too. It doesn't even really matter anyway, because season 1 doesn't need to be in order, because the episodes have no consequence. What I mean by that is nothing permanently changes. The episodes aren't bad, they're fine, but the point of season 1 was to get to know the characters, and I just mean you can swap the order around and not be confused. So all in all, it's pretty annoying that we can't agree on the season 1 episode order, and that there's no one official episode numbering system, but it's fine, it doesn't matter. And it's still not as annoying as a certain other season that has been notorious for being released out of order. But that's a discussion for a separate video. So with that being said, I'll see you next time for more Miraculous and other things as well. See you next time, guys.